And we have this, What If I Miss You for the Rest of My Life? And it is by someone named Janine Berdin. Don't know who this is. Never heard of her. I like the hair though. And I also saw it had like 9 million views in 1 month. So people might be feeling this a lot. And here we go. It's on Wish radio station 107.5.
Wish 107.5.
How could I forget your pretty face? When you go to places, do you think of me? Please think of me. A year has passed and I thought I've moved on. I admit you won now, please come back to me. Won't you come back to me? People come and go sometimes. Call me your favorite one last time. I'll never get to find no one like you. You were all I wanted, you were all I need. Us is all I'll be. People come and go sometimes. Call me your favorite one last time, 'cause I have swallowed all my pride, accepted the end of you and I. But what if I miss you for the rest of my life?
Aww.
Where do I go from here?
I was like, I know she's like a punk rocker.
I have built a house where I wait for your return. I only want you to be mine and not a lesson learned. And I will wait and wait and wait until this city burns. I will wait and wait and wait and live on what we learn. How could I forget your pretty face? When you go to places, do you think of me? Please think of me.
Wish Exclusive on Wish 107.5.
Oh my goodness. Fat Key's right. Wow. That's crazy. And I could tell, I mean, it wasn't just, I was looking at the way she was dressed, right? And with the black tips on her hair and things like that. And I'm like, okay, she's giving, that she might be a bit of a punk rocker, right? And instead of it just being cute pop, right? But then when she is building up, the melodies, like, so by the way, some of my background as well is being around a whole bunch of punk rockers in high school, and really loving how emotional this genre is. When you have things like Evanescence, And they hit these things in their vocal ranges. Because you think about like metal, right? Metal are some of the most technically gifted of singers, and they hit these crazy places and then this range that's just out of this world. And then for her to just be like, seems like a little lady, seems like a dainty little lady, but she probably has done some like screamo, crazy vocals in her time for her to so effortlessly do these things. But, we were talking about like Imani earlier. And the thing about Imani is like, yeah, she's singing these cool lines and things, but we didn't really feel the emotion. And then with her face turned to the back, that's another way we disconnect. Like my mom taught me when I was young, like, you might want to look at different things or close your eyes when you sing, but when you're looking at somebody, they can feel it a little bit more in that way. But not only just looking at the camera or looking at people, she's doing different things that at one point I was like, is she nervous? But I'm like, no, I think it's a part of the performance of her feeling something so strongly that she is, letting it overcome her in some ways. And oh my goodness gracious. Here's the thing, at the beginning I was like, oh, her voice for these melody lines, they're so amazing, but maybe if she had a little bit stronger of a vocal, just because with punk and with rock, they usually have some of the strongest ones. And so I was just like, man, like imagining Kelly Clarkson singing this song, with how strong her vocals are. But I think it also just gave a little bit more of an interesting value to it, because it was like she was actually on the edge of her voice. And I talk about that. I tell y'all with vocal performance, to make someone really feel like they are, like other people can feel it. Like if you can push your voice to where it feels like it's going to break and you are not going to have control over it, that is a space that people can hear, because it's almost like someone screaming. When they're at the edge of like, oh my goodness, something bad is about to happen or something crazy is about to happen. You can hear that in their voice. And if you can bring that into your vocal, oh my goodness, it's going to make people feel away. This is going to make people feel away. And I can see why. And that's why I said earlier, I said, with Imani, like she's doing something interesting and nice, but it doesn't give me the energy to say like, oh, I need to go show this to someone. Whereas like Ben Hughes, this is only a month old. The song is probably much older, not much older, but older than this. This probably wasn't the worldwide debut of this song. But this version of it is probably growing faster than the recorded version, which I also want to hear the recorded version, because I'm curious what she did differently between the two. But oh my goodness. And you asked if this was AI. This is live on the radio. This is live on the radio, Rizzle. It's like one of the only things we have left that it better have not been a recording, and the radio station, like if they have any integrity, they would not allow that to happen on their station, because it's going to get found out eventually. Sometimes you have to close your eyes to feel the music and lock the vocals in. Exactly. Yeah. And what I'm saying is not that you don't close your eyes. That also gives a bit of a feeling like she's closed her eyes right here. I just mean don't have them closed the whole time. Because like sometimes if you're singing and if it's a difficult song and you're young or X, Y, and Z, or, you don't have the training in it, you might close it the whole time just because you're in it, you're in the mode and you're feeling it. But you want to open them too. You definitely do. You said that one's more better than the actual recording. Exactly. I can I feel it. I feel it, especially for this to be a live performance. Was it worth the time? Been used. It was increíble. I don't know why I reverted back to saying it that way again, but that was so amazing. If you have other things that you were like, this is really amazing, please bring it our way. Oh my goodness. I've been needing to like hear some really amazing things. And this has really up there. Very, very much up there. She has early Miley Cyrus vocals, but less country. You like it? Maybe I didn't hear a lot of early Miley Cyrus. And I like some of the later Miley Cyrus stuff. We listened to Miley the last time we were doing a little bit of song requests and things. I love Malibu, which is, just one of her songs. But I can't think of the other Miley song that's just like, ooh, she's giving that raw vocal, like to the edge of her ability. Yeah, same type of thing, Shy. Absolutely. Mo, how are you, Mo? You dainty little, no, she dainty little lady. Okay, she's probably like 5'1", I'm feeling like. And it's so interesting how sometimes the like most capacity of like vocal cords can be in the tiniest of packages. Oh my goodness. She said, nah, I'm gonna look you in the eye having you screaming in the seat like you're Eddie Kane.
And I would what if I miss you for the rest of my life.
And also you mentioned Hillsong, but it's definitely CCM adjacent. Which CCM is contemporary Christian music, which is a style into itself. Even the way it started with that guitar, it was giving like, okay, this might be, a nice little song with guitar. But yeah, no, this is great. Like the way she reached forward and was just like, I can't, like, I miss you for the rest of my life. I'm like reaching out to you, almost like she's Rose in the Titanic, and she's like, Jack, no, don't. I'm in my hands like, Jack, no, don't let me lose you. Oh, forever. Like it's it's a whole performance of her feeling this song. And then to have her voice like do it's kind of like cracks. It's like controlled cracks in the voice, almost in the style of like a yodel, which is such a Jewel does these yodels. I was practicing yodels in high school because the Jewel. I'm like, I gotta do that thing with my voice. But she did the crack, which we know is stylistic, and then she's like, kind of like, I can't breathe, like I'm suffocating, and then making a sound like that. It's like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, save her.
I have built a house where I wait for your return. I only want you to be mine, and not unless I love.
And then the rain, she gets down.
And I will wait until this city burns.
Like even like the shaking right there, right? And it could be some nerves, but it gives all of this a style together that's just like, oh my gosh, she's deeply in the middle of this right now. No, Mo, it can be. Yes, you can overcome nerves while you're singing, but okay, yeah, Mo, I was about to say, yes, you can overcome your nerves while you're singing, but there's some performances or some people, especially with, this could be like maybe her first, performance like this on the radio. She could be nervous throughout the whole thing, but for her to manufacture a shake, she needs to be an actress too. You said that wasn't nerves, that was a mood. Manufacturing handshakes is a mood. You're saying it's her emotion? Right. You said it's emotional. Exactly. Emotional to her, but at the same time, like to shake is not usually a thing that you are able to just like bring about and bring out, but especially for her to do what seems like the hardest part of the song, that's the thing that happens too, Mo. She's hitting the hardest, most difficult parts of the song, And I'm not shaking unless I'm nervous. If I'm nervous, I'm shaking. Shy, no, I do shake if I'm singing and if I'm nervous. Hey, Raiders for Life, thank you for the follow. Welcome in here. Welcome in here. But no, what I'm saying is that you can know like, oh, this opening part, you know, I'm singing, I'm gonna have the emotion, but knowing you got to hit certain notes with certain cracks at the right place and the right control and vocal styling, you can get nervous at that part. You know, it's like, I'll tell y'all about like when I was auditioning for the music school on clarinet, I actually made it through until the very last note. And that's when I got the most nervous. The very, very last note. And the doctor of clarinet, she was just like, what is going on? But my nerves were more nerves than most people. Like I actually had a situation where I had to go through like therapy to get over my nerves. That's how bad they were. So no, I'm not saying this from a space of like, she shouldn't have nerves. What is it? Patti LaBelle said there was not a day she sang that she didn't have all the nerves. And you're thinking it's Patti LaBelle. Like she's not going to have that late in her career. No, we can't know what's happening inside of her at that moment. But I'm just saying it is very unusual to see someone's shaking hand and it not just be a part of nerves, because it's not something you can really control that well. I mean, there I am like, I mean, I can harness the powers. Oh my goodness gracious, y'all. Goodness gracious, y'all.
How could I forget your pretty face when you go to places? Do you think?
And like even in that portion right there, her vocal wasn't strong, but that also could be a part of her stylistically doing it. You know?
Love me. Please think of me.
Wish Exclusive on Wish 1075.
Aw, like even the way she looked up like, oh, it was so cute. Oh. Too cute. And this looks like a very big radio station. They have 16 million subscribers, 13 million views in a month. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, it said it hit so hard, 10,000x more than the studio version. That's the other thing, you know, you're not recording. And I think also these days, it's a situation where fewer people are performing live. Kind of the same thing that happened to, wait a second, Mo, the same thing that happened to Frank Ocean at the Grammy Awards. We are in a new day and age where you spend more time in the studio than you do out on the road for earlier artists. And so he, in one of the biggest venues ever, it broke him. Like he literally, that was one of the like most heart-wrenching performances. Cause I'm like, oh, poor thing. He probably does not perform as often as he needs to get over some of those nerves, you know? You said, tell me why during an audition I blanked out on this bridge of a song and played something else and went back into the song and then into the bridge finally. I didn't get the gig, but I got asked about my arrangement of the song. A similar thing happened. My last jazz voice performance, I got out there and right before I walked out on stage, my assistant vocal director, he says, what if we put a band behind you? When I had been practicing with like a track the whole time. And then he's just like, yeah, Erica, we're going to put a 3-piece band behind you as I'm walking out on the stage. And I'm like, okay. And something happened. I blacked out too. Like that is a thing that happens. I blacked out on stage, still performing. I came in at the wrong place. And then I was on like the reverse of the beat for like the rest of it out. And they were like, how did you do that? And I'm like, the way, I don't even remember what happened on that stage. The way, I'm glad I ended and I made it off of the stage. Cause yo, my goodness, it's especially when you're singing and you're giving so much of your all to something. I think I was singing, wait, I wasn't singing All of Me. That's what I auditioned originally on. I'd have to remember what song I sang. But yeah, I was giving it everything, and I left myself. I left my own my own body, and I landed the plane somehow, some way. But yeah, you can really, lock in those ways. You said it was a gospel gig too. You said, what if I miss you for the, oh yeah. Oh, how did I, oh yeah. Oh, y'all told him the name. Perfect. Thank you, Ben Hughes. Beautiful. What kind of music do you normally like, by the way, Ben Hughes? What's your favorite artist or band, if you don't mind? You said last time I blanked out in front of people, it was because you were unprepared. Interesting. It can be caused by so many things, Mo. You said that's so cool though. And in some ways that's kind of what happened to me. Like he sprung on me a new band doing it where they might not have practiced it the way that I learned it. And so this was my first semester in jazz school. And they probably did some other extra thing. Oh, they also did like some solos and things. And I was just like, oh my goodness. I'm thinking about the performance, and then they're going. And then I'm just like, you know what? Here it is. We just going. We got it. He says, see why they like this better. Oh, did you go listen to it? Like 6X controlled. I remember for football, it's like Willie Beeman for a few games being the starter. Wait, I don't know what that means, man. You gotta tell us more about what that means. And you're saying this performance or the recorded performance is 6 times more controlled. Is that what you're saying? But yeah, really, really amazing. Really amazing. Okay. Tall Glass of Water. What song do you want us to listen to next? And then we have Fat Keys, Shy Fat Keys. Woo. Yeah, the recorded. That makes sense. Absolutely. Any Given Sunday, y'all. I still don't. I know the name sounded familiar. I saw that so long ago. Y'all gonna have to tell me more where that comes from. So let me see here. Baby Powder Genevieve. Okay.